It's another beautiful day here at GAC. Our leadership training is continuing today, and I don't think I told you all yesterday who all is here, but our leadership staff is made up of about 30 people who are the leaders overseeing all the different areas of camp. So all of the program heads of our different activity areas at camp, our head counselors, leaders in our kitchen, and our media team, as well as all the camp directors. So we're all up here together. We have a terrific trainer. Her name is Debbie Winning, and she is training us on all kinds of excellent leadership, communication skills that will help us be great leaders at GAC this summer. So we're having a lot of fun, a lot of meetings. We also are spending a lot of time preparing for camp, both the trainings that we'll be doing next week with our counselors and the activities and events that we'll be doing with campers once our campers get up here to camp. So it's really a fun week of preparation up here at GAC, and I'm taking some time to sit down with each of the leaders and talking to them about their program area. So today I'm really excited to share with you my interview with Books, who is a longtime camper, staff member, and actually a third generation camp GAC person. His grandfather came to Gold Arrow in the 1940s, and then his mom and aunts and uncles have all been at camp, and now he's continuing the camp tradition. Books will be in charge of our sailing program this summer, so I sat down and talked to him for a few minutes, and I'll be sharing that interview with you now. So enjoy your day, and thank you for listening to What a Day. So today on the What a Day podcast, I'm so excited to have Books. Welcome, Books.
Thank you, Sunshine.
So Books, why don't you tell a little bit about your history at GAC?
Yeah, so I'm a third generation camper, second generation counselor. My grandpa came here in the 1940s, and all my aunts and uncles came, all my cousins came. Me and my brother came here for 7 years together. He came for an extra 2. This is my 4th year on staff. My uncle, he came here in the 80s, and he was also a sailing instructor as well.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So What year is this at camp for you?
This is my 11th year at camp.
That is so awesome. Well, we're so excited to have you back. So Books, you mentioned sailing. So what are you doing this summer at camp?
So I'm the sailing director at Gold Arrow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to about sailing this summer?
My biggest thing about sailing is being on the lake all day, getting to get in the boats, teaching kids how to sail because they get so much enjoyment out of it, and it's just my favorite thing to do at camp.
That's so cool. Did you learn to sail at GAC?
I did.
You did? Okay,
Yeah.
so it was your first time sailing was when you came as a camper here?
My first time sailing was at Gold Arrow Camp in 2005.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So Books, what do you think are some of the things that kids gain from, besides the actual skill of sailing, what are some of the kind of the lessons you think kids learn from learning how to sail?
Well, there's a few different things. When we have 2 kids in a boat, they really learn teamwork because they have 2 different jobs, and if you don't do both jobs correctly, it's hard sailing.
Yeah.
And also it teaches kids that they can do things that they didn't think that they can do.
Yeah.
It's a hard skill to learn. It's definitely not the easiest thing. It's a little bit scary at first, but it teaches kids that they could do whatever they set their minds to.
Yeah, it's a really challenging sport, but like you said, it's so rewarding when you master being able to tack across the lake.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
It's maybe one of the most fun things to do at camp once you figure it out and get really good at it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so my last question, we're here at leadership training.
Yep.
So you're one of the great leaders at camp this summer.
Thank you.
What's your kind of big why, reason that you have come back to camp for all of these years?
Yeah.
Or what's one of them, I guess?
Well, I said this earlier to a bunch of other leaders. Gold Arrow Camp was one of the biggest parts of my childhood. It was my favorite place coming every summer. I loved all the experiences I had, and when I first came back as a counselor, I wanted to give that to the next generation of kids. And that's why I came back every year, and that's why I decided to come back all those years after I stopped being a counselor.
That's so awesome. Well, we're so excited to have you back,
Thank
and
you.
welcome back, and thanks for being on the What a Day podcast today.
Yeah, no problem.